Hi, dearie. It is Tuesday, May 7th, and I actually got the date that's right this time. In my last video, I kind of posted Friday, May 3rd, which was, no, Friday, May 5th, which was incorrect, and I feel a little embarrassed about that because it's kind of our little YouTube channel going on here. So, I would just like to address a few things in your last video and in my last video. First of all, see, that's the problem right there that I want to address, is my saying the words like and any other word that our generation sort of inserts in sentences sort of to make up what we want to say. And I don't know, it just bothers me, I guess. I sort of feel like we're losing IQ points when we say the words like, and when they're not really supposed to be there. And when I hear someone use them, I'm just like, I think to myself, wow, that person is dumb. Because they go on like, and it really, really just bothers me because it comes across so unprofessional, and I don't want to be like that. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because when I watched your video, you didn't really say any of those words at all, and I was thinking to myself, wow, she doesn't really say those words, or it's not incredibly noticeable for me that she says those words, and you just come across like a very professional person. And I guess I need to sort of increase my ability to come off as a professional person if I want to be successful in the world that we want to sort of dive into. And I want to try to get better, so you have inspired me to do that. Another person who you talked about sort of in your last video when you were talking about a wonderful book that's one of my favorite books ever, even though it's extremely sad, is this wonderful book that makes me cry. I seem to like books that really make me cry, and it's kind of a sad thing, really, that I like books like that. But I don't know why. They're just really good. But getting back to what I was saying, John Green, he sort of, in this book, he sort of encapsulates how teenagers think and how teenagers feel, even though he's not a teenager. Throughout the book, he uses slang, I guess you could say, and just the way, the sass of teenagers. And I kind of felt really connected when I read it, because for the first time, which was I think about a year ago, I want to say, and I really just connected with it, and it made me realize like made me realize what a great person John Green is. I mean, the stories that he writes often end in a lot of sadness. I read I didn't read, I listened to his audiobook in the summer of his Looking for Alaska. I said, Looking for Alaska, and that is another fantastic book that I suggest you read in your spare time, which I know you have plenty of because you're preparing for Scotland and all that snaz. One of the really interesting quotes that I found on the back of John Green's book, The Fault in Our Stars, says Family Circle says a smarter, edgier love story for the net generation, which, if you think about it, how much impact has John Green and Hank Green, for that matter, the Vlogbrothers, had on our generation of people? I mean, there's the Nerdfighters, there's across the entire globe, the Nerdfighters are, the FTBA, and it's crazy how one person can have such an impact on just the way our generation thinks. For example, just the fundraisers that he does. It's not like he's putting his hand out for donations or anything. He's just trying to make people's lives better. For example, the posters that you see all over Tumblr now, you know, those great pieces of art or necklaces. He's trying to jumpstart them and get their products out there in the world. It's kind of a huge thing. And it's just great that we have someone like him in our world to kind of propel our generation to a better way of thinking. You know, with all the awful things going on, sometimes you lose hope a little bit, but it's nice to know that there is someone out there preventing world suck. So I would say that John Green is kind of, I guess, the star of our decade, and it's just kind of funny that he decided to name his book The Fault in Our Stars, because, you know, in the book, Hazel's the author that she looks up to. He's not exactly the best role model for people, and you know, I think that's quite the opposite in John Green's case, because it should be people's role model. He's extremely smart and incredibly gifted, as well as his brother. Sorry, I should say that too. But it's not really the fault in our stars, it's the fault in our generation. And he's changing that, and it makes me really happy. And on that note, I'm going to end this video because it's way too long, but I'm going to end with a credit thing and a song that your stalker really wanted me to show you. So I really think it's important that you listen to this song because she's watching you. On that note, love you.